Games Farm.
Ever since antiquity, there have been those who were born with the macula, the mark of the dead god. The macula appeared upon the skin of newborn children, a scar that no infant could possibly have earned.
Oh shit, I gotta update my stream time.
Those bearing the
Thanks,
mark
Doc.
may come to have great power in their lifetime. The power of a mage.
One second, guys. I always forget to update my fucking title. That works. Okay. Let's try that again. Yeah, no Tony J.
Ever since antiquity.
All right. Hairstyle switching buttons are not very responsive. It is a 3D model. Melee ranged magic speed. What do we want to be? The backgrounds are pre-rendered, but the character models are actual 3D. I never play archers. Let's try being an archer. Oops. Why is the mouse cursor like so finicky? Two starting attunements. Reduce armor protection by 1/4. Reduce enemy block and dodge chance. Double crit chance. That's pretty good. Take aim to improve crit chance and effect. Attack speed slows, but critical chance, critical damage increased by half. Yeah, I'll turn it down once we get access to an option menu here. Allows you to remain in the dream world indefinitely. So there's this weird mechanic where you can shift between the dream world and the real world. I don't know how important that is, but this sounds like it would be probably pretty important. So let's take that. Alright. Yeah, my luck, archery will be the worst. Could someone have destroyed the sword before us? Unlikely. Go inside. Search for any sign the sword is still there. What about you, Master? Do not question your elders, child. Do as I say. Remember your training as an Inquisitor. Yes, Master. I will serve the Inquisition without question. Religion is death. And death to religion. better. Yeah, this game's got an interesting healing system where you have this herb pouch for healing, but it's unlimited uses, but every time you heal, your max hit points go down until you camp. When you camp, it'll restore your max hit points, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. Do I even have a weapon? Oh fuck, I have a sword equipped. No, bow. Ow, holy fuck, ow, no. What the? Yeah, so if I use my herb pouch to heal now, see my maximum hit points have gone down. But when I camp, there's like a camping system, your hit points will be restored. Looters, whatever transpired here must have happened a while ago. I should go back and inform Master Valkarin. And this game also has kind of an interesting skill system where you learn skills from weapons you have equipped. So if you see the short bow is the attunement Deadeye 1, I already have that attunement, I started with it, but if I didn't, I would learn it as I use this weapon. This one, attunement type no element melee. Dreamform, attunement type any. Yeah, it's kind of like the Final Fantasy IX system. Is there a highlight? No. Shekels, apparently the currency. Iron ring. Oh, that was a good tooltip. Quick save, F5. Hey, Metalmancer, yeah, we just finished it. The ending was, to call it underwhelming would be unfair to games with underwhelming endings. It was pretty bad. The Great Fortress of Ishar was literally a hallway, a single hallway that had 3 enemies in it, and then you kill the boss, and then the ending cutscene bugged out and we had to watch it on YouTube, but it was like a 2-second cutscene. Locked. Yeah, it wasn't even a "you are winner." Guess we're supposed to go back and talk to our mentor, but... Ooh, what's this? Well, this thing's like shifting between a face and something else. I guess nothing, a face and nothing. Weird. There's no sign of anyone alive. I heard sounds of conflict. Looter, I eliminated him. You must have exceptional hearing. Indeed, I have learned an attunement which grants me that gift. A more thorough search of the interior may be required. Perhaps it's time for you to be initiated. Master? I dislike giving the test of elements in the field, but no matter. Have you chosen which element you wish to align yourself with for the test? Fire the Destroyer, Water the Paralyzer, Air the Swift, Earth the Resilient. I find water is almost always the best option. Let's go with water. Take this. While you hold an object of elemental essence in either hand, you'll be attuned to that element. Now prepare yourself. If you can enter the dream world successfully, you will have passed. I was expecting a slightly more grandiose initiation. There's no time to indulge such frivolous matters now. Enter the dream world. Excellent. I knew you would be no sightless mage, Alita. Well, it's probably like ice and freezing. Fishy ash would be my guess. The mark of the dead god, the scar on your face. Few bear it who do not have the power to become a true mage. Be warned that you will not be able to stay attuned to the dream world for long. You may have to return to the mundane world and rest periodically. I understand, Master. Find the Overseer, and if he is dead, find his ghost in the dream world. Report back what you find. Alright, so we can shift in and out of this dream world now. But, and we have an attunement that should let us stay in there permanently. I don't want to use magic. I want to use my bow. Oh, we got dream monsters. Ow, ow, ow. Oh god. Got him. What was this? Essence? Alita received 5 attunement points. Wait, what? I thought I could stay indefinitely. Yeah, allows you to remain in the dream world indefinitely. What the fuck? Oh, do I have to activate it? Active attunements. How do I... Can't. Sorry. Again, I wasn't expecting to play this today. I would have had more time to read the manual. Hexmark. Alita received 10 advancement points. Ooh. That sounds good. 3 points, 10. Activate them by camping. Okay. So we can't activate them yet. Fair enough. Ghost stuff over here. No. Whoa. Whoa. Ow, ow. Five attunement points. Oh, hi. Oh, I leveled up and it healed me. Okay. I appreciate that. So leveling up gave me like 50 points maybe? was fighting a cross. What the heck? 10 more advancement points. New attunement acquired Serendipity. New attunement acquired Defensive Aura 1. Amulet of the Theocrat. The Rise and Fall of the Karelian Empire Volume 1. Following the death of the god of the land, a century of war raged, fueled by the magic of those who bore the scar as they came of age and realized their power. This ended when a powerful war leader named Geralt arose in the north. At great expense, he recruited strong Sura mercenaries from the west and proceeded to crush his opposition. Defeating the descendants of Arkor, he captured the God Slayer and declared himself God Emperor Garl I. He named his northern territories the lands of his birth, Garulia. He could not wield the God Slayer himself, of course. Only those of Arkor's bloodlines could touch the sword and live, and many died as Geralt determined this. Rather than base his power upon the sword, he sealed it away by ruthless force. Okay. Hey, Victor. No ghost to talk to. Serendipity increases the chance of finding good treasure at random. Ooh. Provides protection equivalent to 8 hit points of armor. 8. Okay. Die, damn it. God damn. Whoa, what? You weren't here before. Where'd you come from? And ghost monsters? Non-ghost monsters? Attunement acquired Spirit Slayer. Since you got the manual there, Fishy Ash, can you check if there's a hotkey to highlight items on the ground? Because that guy just dropped some treasure that I couldn't even see because it was blocked by that friggin' statue there. Leather Jerkin, base protection 4, light armor attunement type. Cool, okay. Ooh, got a ghost. Hi. You must seal the rift. Who are you? What rift? I'm here for the sword. The sword is gone, and the thief. He has slain all the monks of the order I was sworn to protect. I'm the overseer of this monastery, and I failed. I'm not doing anything until you explain what's going on.
The overseer explained to her the history of the Order of the Monks of the Sword.
Hold.
All legends begin and end with the slaying of the god of the land by the hero Arkor. With the Godslayer sword, he brought an end to God, just as he brought about his own end. Centuries later, the Godslayer was used by Tarin Arkor, the Theocrat, as the source of his power.
Yeah, we finished
pure descendant of Arkor's bloodline, the Theocrat was weak, and the sword thirsted for his blood. He kept alive the bloodline of Arkor and sacrificed all women of the bloodline to the sword's appetites. The men of the bloodline of Arcor were declared sacred. The theocrat gave his blessing to the monks of the sword and protected them within this monastery. 8 years ago, at the time of the Second Rebellion, forces marched upon the citadel of the theocracy, led by one known as the Scarred Outcast. For the second time in the annals of the Heretic kingdoms, the people of Corwynth rose up to overthrow the rightful ruling power, bent upon the destruction of Tarin Arcor and all he stood for. But before the aggressors had even reached the gates of the palace, Tarin's chancellor slew his master, the theocrat, with his own blade. His motives are lost to history. The chancellor gave the Godslayer to the monks of the sword, charging them with the duty that they had been prepared for, to guard the sword against theft or destruction. It is a duty they discharged honorably until this very day.
Who took the sword? I must pursue him. There are more vital matters at stake. The theft of the sword has torn asunder the fabric of the arcane worlds. The rift is not sealed. Let me guess, some terrible catastrophe will befall us all. Do not be so glib, girl. You're on the path, are you not? Damage to the dream world can bring madness and death to your kind. Fine, I'll repair the rift. What do I need to do? Tarin Arcor, our now deceased holy master, charged my line to guard the amulet of the theocrat. Its attunement can seal the rift. Very well, I'll find the amulet, seal the rift. Simple. Bring the amulet to me, I will attune you to it. Well, we found the amulet already, so I have the amulet. What now? Firm, I will attune you to the amulet. Now you must activate the attunement. Double damage against spirits and rift fiends can also be used to seal Dreamworld rifts. Sounds good to me. Loot find or find? We'll take loot find. Yes, it's pretty cool so far. I'm digging it. Alright, great. That was my one lead, is to identify as to the identity of the thief. Master Valkyrin will not be pleased. Never sealed a rift before. I expected something a little more dramatic. I've gained a level. Sick. 140 advancement points. Right. Yeah, the backgrounds are nice. Sealed the rift. The sword is probably long gone by now. Indeed. Master? We must leave. At dawn, I intend to return to Kayalisar. You should search the surrounding towns and attempt to pick up the trail of the thief. As an Inquisitor. No, the people of the West Corwynth would not react kindly to your connection to the Inquisition. For the time being, you should keep your true allegiance hidden. Oh, it's actually Tom Baker. Really? That's cool. The best doctor. Don't at me, as the kids say. Now you've been initiated, you must learn to master attunements. Like the one the Overseer taught me. Indeed, there are many such gifts for a mage to experience. When you follow your nature, for an Inquisitor such as you, this usually means when you fight, you will gradually become attuned to those weapons, armor, and other trinkets you keep close to you. Eventually, you will sense that you have become attuned. When next you rest, practice the meditations you learnt in your mage classes. They will allow you to choose where your mind's eye focuses and hence which attunements you may have active. The more skilled you become, the more attunements you will be able to have active at once. One day, you may be as powerful as I have become. Why must we destroy the sword, Master Valkyrin? It is a symbol of religion, child, perhaps the greatest symbol ever wrought. Its destruction would be a great victory for the Inquisition. The irony of an Inquisition being, like, anti-religion is kind of interesting. You should be proud to be chosen to assist me in this task, Alita. Of course, Master. I live to serve the Inquisition. I will leave at daybreak. See what you can learn from the villagers of this region, and meet me in Kaelisar once you have something tangible to report. For now, you must practice your meditations. No one expects the anti-Inquisition. Master? Gone. Huh. So how do I spend my... Oh, I see. I guess you have to have enough points. Boom. I am now C- in archery. There's gotta be some ghosts in the graveyard, right? Hello. Whoa, that guy looks cool. Hi. Well met. What happened to you? That's of no consequence. There are more pressing matters to attend to. Are you a ghost? A somewhat impertinent question, youngster, but yes. I have vowed to defend this village even beyond death, and that's what I intend to do. The sword has been stolen from the monastery. Do you know anything about this? Sorry, I do not. Perhaps you should ask this of the living. What are these pressing matters you speak of? As you are no doubt aware, the region is beset with Taimurian raiders. They've captured the villagers. I believe they are being held at a camp at the forest edge. I'd be forever in your debt were you to rescue them. I'll see what I can do. Quest assigned, location add map. Can you help me free the villagers? I would do it myself, but my current state of existence prevents me from doing so. You have my blessing, though. I am vowed to protect this village in any way I can. Great. I have your blessing. I was thinking of something more along the lines of new weapons, but never mind. Alright, I wish you success. Let's test it. Okay, it does work. I guess it only works for items, but not interactables. That's probably the problem. Okay. Yeah, it's got kind of a Divine Divinity feel, in that it feels more like a proper RPG that happens to have action RPG combat, as opposed to just like a straight loot hunt game. So there's the mini-map. Is there like a full map? It said location added to map when I got that quest. We could hide the HUD. That seems to be the only map. Alright. Let's save. So can we just like freely camp to heal? Since there's a campfire in the area? Looks like it. Alright. Although there is day 4, I wonder if there's some... Oh, I don't want to leave. No. If there's some kind of time limit? I don't know. I just played regular Divine Divinity. Oh god. We need a weapon that does more damage. This bow is pathetic. Yeah, archery might be really bad. We are early enough that we could restart as something else, but we'll stick with it. Oh god, we got more enemies coming. Ah. Hey Will, how's it going? Magic is OP compared to everything else. That was my first instinct, is always to go wizard, but I was just like, I never play archery. Why not change pace? My inventory full? Oh, it is. Toss the book then. Oh, you played this, Rexina? Is it good? Does it stay good? It seems cool. Oh, zoom in and out. That's handy. Holy fuck. That's a lot of goddamn Tamurians. Like goblins to me. Attunement, Luck of the Rogue, and Spirit Slayer. Attunement, Beast Slayer. So many. Get away! Get away! Yeah, it's a way for you to escape if you need to. Ah! Oh yeah, yeah, the ending of Grimrock. Well, now you get to play the sequel, which is even better. Grimrock 2 is one of the best dungeon crawlers I've ever played. It's so good. Yes, the big evil cube that crushes you to death. You have to like rip pieces of him out as he rolls around. Hey, Bernie. Wow. These 6 have so many hit points compared to the damage we're doing. We really need a better bow. Oh, I leveled up. I like the Dream World cheese. The Dream World cheese is pretty good. I wonder what the sequels to this are like. There's like 2 sequels to this. They both came out like very recently. It's like this giant gap between this one and the second one. Ooh, got another kill. So far, this is really cool. I like this quite a bit. I'm looking forward to being able to do a little more damage, but I'm sure that'll come in time. There we go. Jesus. Ooh, a copper ring. Want that. Issues with the publisher and lawsuits? Oh, really? Huh. Well, hopefully the sequel's good. They look kind of cool. Oh, we have 2 more attunement slots. Double damage against animals. Every damage is reduced by 1/10 when enemy damage, sorry. Seems solid. Do I have enough? I do have enough. Let's up our ranged again. You're now a C at archery. I wonder if I can carry like a... No. was hoping I could carry like a weapon in my offhand just to learn the attunements for it, but... Yeah, this is on GOG and Steam, I think. And I didn't have to do any fancy bullshit to get it running, which is nice. Hey, Chunko, am I actually playing a good game? I am. At least it seems like a good game. We'll see. Certainly seems better than Ishar, anyway. Yeah, Draconis is fun. When the camera's not being a complete dick. Hey Kev, thanks for the bit.
I'm number 1 for a little while anyway.
Well, enjoy your time at the top. Yeah, I think there's 2 sequels. Okay. Are these things considered like animals or something? Why am I hitting so hard all of a sudden? What the hell? They might be considered beast. Tamurians, yeah, double damage against animals and Tamurians. So that Beast Slayer attunement I got. Nice. Alright, sick. Yes, that helps immensely. Everybody home. Yes, the currency is shekels. Makes me feel like I'm on the Codex. I don't want to leave. Ah. Oh. This is the location I was talking about. Okay. So that's where the villagers are being held. Hey, next to Arnold, thanks.
Now I'm number 1.
You are number 1. Top of the mountain. King of the castle. Oh, there's a little girl here. Hi. Stay away from me. Be still, girl. I won't harm you. Oh, who are you? My name is Lita. You have nothing to fear from me, kid. They took my mother. The Timurians? I didn't expect to find raiders this deep into Corwinth. Something must be going on at the border. Have you seen anyone carrying a strange sword? No, I've only seen the beasties. What's that scar on your face? The macula? It's the mark of the dead god. I've had it since birth. Since you were a baby? Yes, means I can become a mage. It's a blessing and a curse. Where are you from? Not from anywhere, really. Has your mother ever told you about the fall of the Theocrat? The bad man? He died the year before I was born. I was imprisoned in his dungeons as a child, till I was 14. When the rebel forces took the citadel, they freed me. It sounds scary. You learn not to be scared. It just takes time. I'm gonna get the villagers and your mother. Be careful. It's dangerous in the woods. I'll be sure to wrap up warm. Where's your father? He's not with us anymore. Mommy won't say what happened. I think the beasties took him. Sorry to hear that. Mommy says we might move to live with my uncle. But we can't afford to go right now, and it's a long way to go. Alright. Stay hidden. I'll be back. Good old exposition. Insert tragic backstory. Let me in. Guess we need a key or something. Herb pouch. Is there any reason to carry a second one? Maybe the amount of healing changes? No, healing factor 5. Huh. Halberd. This would be Macaw's favorite game. You start with a halberd. It's like a magical axe. That's cool. What a magical bow. The map has like, whoa, there we go. What? Okay. Uh-oh. Oh wait, follow the mini-map. There we go. I can't get any more. Oh no. I think we were supposed to come down. Oh. Okay. That's an interesting bug. Hex mark. Alright, let's camp and then we'll go rescue the villagers. What? Help! Help! Huh? Who's there? The Termarians have imprisoned us. Are you in that hole? I can't see you. Don't you believe me? You have to rescue us. Oh, alright. I'll deal with the raiders and come back for you. Hexapod burrow? Definitely sounds like a trap. The fuck is a hexapod? Alright. I'm guessing we don't need 2 herb pouches. Let's toss it. Save our game. Come back when I've mercilessly slaughtered everything that moves. Okay. Hey, Ventus. Oh yeah, I can tell where I can and can't move by the map. Oh, look at that. That's a hexapod, apparently. Oh, 26. Good hit. Get wrecked. Hexapod mandible. Yeah, Beast Slayer is doing work. Please help us. Okay. Ouch. That seems to be the last of the raiding party. Why isn't the Corwinth army stopping these Temurian attacks? Should probably do like a manual save too. Oh. Okay, weird. If there are any Temurian raiders left, they're on the run. We owe you an enormous debt. Why do I get the feeling that it's a metaphorical debt you're talking about? Not done looking around, damn it. Okay, apparently they respond. Guess you can farm XP if you want. Ow, ow. Hex marks respawn too. You could farm advancement points. Leather pouch. Is that more inventory space? That would be much appreciated if that's what that is. Leather pouch, sturdily built, but not very spacious. These are often used by couriers and messengers to hold scrolls. Oh, nice. Okay. Sweet. Okay, we can carry more stuff. Oh, her pouch. Shit. I thought that said leather pouch. I was like, oh, more? Give me all the bags. I'll take a leather pouch for every single friggin' inventory slot if you'll give me one. Bright moon berries. You've taken some bright moon berries. Must be for a quest or something. Yeah, so it's 100 points to increase your stuff, so that's cool. Finding those hex marks is a good thing. Oh, look at all the people running around. I suppose I should thank you. Everyone else seems to think so. And you don't? I didn't free everyone out of some desperate need for gratitude. It was a means to an end. Aha, now that's a mercenary attitude I can respect. Most of the peasants around here just say, may the crops never fail, and hope nothing bad happens to them. Personally, I want shekels, not platitudes. I got problems of my own to deal with. I don't suppose you've seen anyone carrying an unusual sword. I keep myself to myself, mostly. Any strangers in the village since the day the monastery burned? Aside from you, no. What's this problem you mentioned? A damn fool daughter eloping with that freakish river guardian. You don't like the river guardian? I got nothing against him except his poverty. I wanted a 200 shekel dowry for her, and he couldn't pay. She wasn't a great worker, but I can't work the mill on my own. Might have to close the mill if something doesn't give soon.
Appease the miller. Rescue the villagers being held captive by the Temurian raiders at the forest edge.
They got Tom Baker to like.
Locate and destroy the Godslayer's sword. Rescue the village, seal the dream world rift in the cathedral.
They got him to narrate the quests. Oh, stairs here. I didn't see these before. I guess the raiders stole all the chickens and horses too, because these weren't here when we were here before. Thank you, Alita. Drunk already. Can't talk to him. What was that sparkle? What? Oh shit. Spooky ghost monsters. Welcome to the Boar's Head, Alita. You are most welcome. You know my name? You're the toast of the village. That's nice, I suppose. I want to spend the night. The sign says it costs 10 shekels. Yeah, there's like a dream world and the real world, and I can shift between them at will. You can find different monsters, and there's like these weird little essence points you can pick up to get you skill points and stuff too. And ghosts. You can talk to ghosts there. I need your help. Has anyone come to the inn with an unusual sword? What do you mean, unusual? The kind of weapon that you'd look at and wonder how much it would sell for. No, I can't say anyone more interesting than you has come through these doors recently. Business seems slow. Well, slight lack of supplies, you see. I had a great stock of salted boar before the Tamurian raiders came. The beast heads took it all. Could serve something else, but I couldn't get as much money for it. I end up serving rabbit because it's cheap to buy, and you don't have to go into the forest to get it. Customers don't like it though. You want me to bring you some boar meat? I couldn't impose on you to do such a thing. Well, not without offering you adequate compensation. Say 50 shekels apiece. You'll most likely find the boars grazing near the Vale of Tears. Just follow the road southwards. Oh, okay. Got a quest to go kill some boars. Those wolf heads won't bother us anymore. Well, not until I leave, at least. Those wolf heads won't bother us anymore. I need to go talk to the ghost at the graveyard. He's the one who wanted us to rescue these people. She is a bit sassy. One-armed zombie? What? State your owner, or I will strike you down as a renegade. They use zombies as slave labor in the world? What? That's fucked up. I guess it's an efficient use of your dead, but wow. Hold fast. I is friend. Who owns you? Jasker. Jasker owned me. And why are you here instead of working somewhere? Jasker no want to sell me. He say I no good to work. You're a reject worker zombie? Thought they just killed those and we're done with it. Why come here? Not know where to go. This my town when alive. You're from Eritham? From mines and mountain, but before mines, Erith, and yes, I lived here once, long time ago. No work being told, so not know what do. Come here, need work. A reject zombie looking for a job. Now I've seen everything. Seen anyone carrying an unusual sword? Not understand. Need work. Made to work. Don't go falling apart on me. Well met, lady. I am in your debt. How so? You freed the villagers, and I have vowed to defend this village even beyond death. Promise you seem to be keeping more than adequately. You must have a different perspective on the village. Being dead? You could say that. I am the Dreamworld Guardian of this place. I had no idea there were such career opportunities after death. Well, perhaps it's an informal position. But the River Guardian, you know, the freakish-looking fellow at the southwest end of the river, he honors me in that role. Didn't even give me anything for finishing the quest. Yeah, being able to resurrect the dead as zombies to do menial labor would be pretty interesting. And it's not a concept I can say I've seen in a game before, so points for originality. Yeah, I guess they did have the zombies doing menial labor in the mortuary, didn't they? That's right. We leveled up. Nice. Didn't get enough points off leveling to increase anything. Huh. The village owes you a debt of gratitude. So I hear. You can't buy anything with gratitude, though. How long have you been under attack from Temurians? We heard stories of raiders to the west, but not this far into Corwin's territory. They took us by surprise, killed my husband. Now they're saying the Temurians are trying to annex, is that the word? Part of the East Hills. Temuria has been very unstable since the fall of the theocracy. A lot of refugees with no place to go, and Corwin just across the border. I don't think it's safe here in Erethin anymore. I have a cousin in the Eastern Islands we could stay with to wait out the troubles, but no money to make the journey. You could sell your house, that ought to cover it. It's easily worth the 1,000 shekels we'd need, but no one here has that sort of money. I think we'll have to stick it out in Erethin for the time being, no matter what the danger. Seen anyone carrying a strange sword fleeing from the hills? No, I'm sorry. But ever since the day that we saw smoke from the hills, I've been suffering from terrible nightmares. Tell me about them. I don't know what to tell you. It is as if I awakened from my dreams and there's floating... Try that again. It is as if I awakened from my dreams and there is this floating creature, a mass of writhing... I don't even know what you call them. Rift fiends. Some probably escaped from the monastery after I sealed the terror. I don't understand. That's alright, I'll take care of it.
Stop the villagers from having nightmares by finding and slaying all the rift fiends in the dream world around the village of Arathen.
Alright then. You know how you said you have gratitude for me saving you? How about giving me the key to your chest? Huh? 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 Hey, you're late, aren't you? You rescued my mother. Just doing my job, kid. Would you like to leave Erethin? I'd like to live with my uncle. He lives on an island with horses and everything. Might go if Mommy can get the money. Blah blah, we already did all this dialogue. There we go, okay. think that's the last of the Rift Fiends. Give yourself a pat on the back, Alita. No one else is going to give you anything. We got 50 XP for it, so that's something. Thank you, Alita. Is there a merchant in town where we can, like, sell stuff? We made quick work of those Tamirians. Lady, we owe you our lives. Also, where's this River Guardian? Magistrate. I thank the sacred boar for sending you. That sounded like a prayer. What do you mean? Never mind. I'm the magistrate of this district. By what name are you known? Alita, Your Honor, I'm on official business and could use your assistance. What do you need? Someone stole a sword from the monastery near here. I have to find it. The God Slayer has been stolen? That's about the long and short of it. You're terribly distant for someone bearing news of such gravity. I just have to get the sword, that's all. Don't you know what someone could do with that sword?
The magistrate told her of the first rebellion and the terrible power of the Godslayer. Some 3 centuries hence, the people of Corwinth rose up in rebellion against the Karelian Empire, which had reigned over the heretic kingdoms for many years with an unyielding grip. The warlords of Corwinth rose up in insurrection, clashing with the might of the imperial legions and their brutish Sura mercenary allies. Corwinth held its ground, thanks to the fortress of Kyalessa, which held the only pass in the sundered Shield Mountains. But the warlord of Kyalessa let his greed overpower his judgment and open the gates to the imperial horde. His betrayal was his own demise, as the God Empress of Garulia despised traitors and would not suffer them to live. The survivors of the rebellion took refuge in the city of Aachen, and the imperial legions laid siege. The Garulians burnt the wheat fields and dammed the river, drying up the wells of the city. The arrival of winter would mean the end of their supplies and inexorable doom. At the darkest hour, when all seemed lost, a weak and feeble man calling himself Tarin Arcor offered hope. If the warlords would help him to acquire the God-Slayer, the mythic sword of Tarin's ancestor, Corwinth could be freed. Under the circumstances, the surviving warlords could not refuse his request. Taking the finest heroes of Corwinth, Tarin went to the reliquary, the repository of all the relics of power and fear accumulated in the reign of the God Emperors and Empresses.
Hey, you go, Goody.
But Tarin had no intention of honoring his pact. Once within the reliquary's walls, he orchestrated the deaths of those who had accompanied him and took the sword for himself. That was how Tarin, the inbred progeny of the sons and daughters of Arcor, declared himself theocrat and made requisite his worship. Armed with the Godslayer sword, the tyrannous wretch ruled over the heretic kingdoms with more brutality and casual revulsion than had ever existed under the reign of the Garulian God-Emperors. Such is the irresistible potency of the Godslayer.
If the sword falls into the hands of a descendant of Arcor, even if there's just a drop of his blood in their veins, we could all be plunged into another era of tyranny. Easier done. That's all very well, but I intend to destroy the sword. That should solve the problem quite neatly. For your sake, I hope you know what you're doing. Rescue villagers completed 100 XP. Nice. Yeah, this is quite well made. Pleasantly surprised so far. You made quick work of those Tamurians. There's gotta be a merchant somewhere. Yeah, I guess within the context of Half-Life 2 it doesn't look good, but I think the background art's fantastic. I love pre-rendered 2D backgrounds like this though, when they're done well. The characters definitely look a little rough, but it's fine. Well, this must be the River Guardian here. And the girl he's gonna elope with. I want to thank you for rescuing me. It really isn't worth mentioning. Have you seen anyone carrying a strange sword? No, sorry. Your father sent me to get the money you owe him. But we don't have any money. Excuse me. Hiccups all of a sudden. My husband works hard, but there's no real pain being River Guardian. Well, your father's never going to forgive you if you don't solve his problems. He's threatening to close down the mill. There's no way we can pay him. I could work in the mill, I suppose, but I think he wants someone competent. I can see why he'd want that, yes. No, next Grotto. Lionheart sucks. If you're gonna play Lionheart, play it with the intention to play the first town, Barcelona. Barcelona's actually pretty good. As soon as you're done Barcelona, just pretend the game's over and then stop. Otherwise, you're in for some misery. Are you the civil mage of this village? I am, and it's River Guardian. Seen anyone fleeing from the monastery with a strange sword? No, I'm sorry. Is anyone around here who might know where the sword is now? There are a few mages in this region. Myself and the Forest Guardian are about the only ones this far east of Kaialisar. The Forest Guardian. Yes, he's a wood elemental, very old, friendly sort. I've not heard from him in several moons, and I'm starting to worry. The hunters say they've been losing people in the deep woods. Would you go to the Vale of Tears and find out what's happened from the Forest Guardian? If he can help me find whoever stole the sword, I don't have a problem. I don't see a problem with that. Vale of Tears is south of here. Follow the path and you'll find it. Yeah, the idea for Lionheart's great. It's a really cool like setting for a game and concept, but it sucks. They ran out of money very early, and you can tell. Yeah, history with some supernatural elements. Like you got something like Kingdom Come. That game could have really used some supernatural stuff. Like if it had magic. Or something to fight other than bandits. It would have been good. So can the zombie work the mill? Is the zombie more competent than the daughter? Friend. Nope. Yeah, there's some DLCs for Kingdom Come. I haven't looked into them at all. I enjoyed the game well enough, but I had no real desire to revisit it for DLC stuff. Do you have a moment? If I had a worker for you, would that put you square with your daughter? Sure, you get me someone to work the mill. My daughter can have my blessing and good riddance as far as I'm concerned. What do you have in mind? Less of a who, and more of a what, actually. There's a zombie slave over in the graveyard. The undead slavers rejected him and he's desperate for a purpose. Only one good arm, but he should do the job. You only need one good arm to pull a lever. He should be perfect. You're a regular people person, aren't you? Okay, so the zombie was the correct idea. We just had to talk to the miller first. Well, they're gonna rebalance Kingdom Come. I mean, as it stands, the combat's super easy once you learn how to grapple. You can grab people and then shove them. You can win every single fight in that game by just grabbing people, throwing them, and then cracking them in the back of the head over and over. You'll never get hit. Where'd the zombie go? What? Zombie? I can't even use the campfire anymore. Yeah, Simon, so far this is much better. Yeah, Kingdom Come was pretty buggy. I played it on release. I streamed it, even. More just straight up jank. Like, I think the game's okay, but I don't think Kingdom Come was anything special. Warhammer Fantasy RPG, yeah, that'd be cool. Hell, how about a 40k RPG? I found a rather novel solution to your father's work problems. Really? I found him a slightly used zombie to fill the job vacancy. Haha, that's perfect. He always said I was too lazy to be useful to him. Can't thank you enough. Seems to be a common sentiment.
Bring news, appease the miller on buy house in Arathan village from the little girl and her mother, so that they can move away to somewhere
I have to
safer.
buy the house?
Bring news, seal the dream, rescue the village, appease the miller, stop the villagers from having nightmares by finding and slaying all the rift fiends in the dream world around the village of Arathan.
I have 348 shekels. I need 1,000 for the fucking house. God damn. Alright, well, we've ran all over town. I didn't find a merchant anywhere. Vale of Tears. Stay out of the forest, friend. I've never seen so unsettled a place. Who are you? Just a messenger. I must return to Kaialisar with haste. Forgive my rudeness, but I am on a matter of great urgency. Dot dot dot. Are you hostile? Oh, you're hostile. The heck? Why can't I hit him? He's like stuck in the rock or something. Ow, ow. Ouch. Oh, some boars. Sweet. We have a quest to sell their boar meat. Ow. Oh, it doesn't stack. Oh. Think a real boar will give chase? Yeah, probably not. Not that far anyway. Just chase you out of their territory. If I have any complaints about this game so far, I really don't like the map. I wish there was like a full area map. Dying messenger. So, you've come back to finish me off, eh? I mean no harm to you. Ah, a friendly voice, thank the stars. Lie still, you're coughing up blood. I'll try and ease your pain. Too late for me, milady. Take this, you must deliver it to Carissa Cantract. Say it. Carissa Cantract, I understand. What happened to you? Robbed. Took my clothes, left the message I was carrying. You must deliver it. Your duty will be fulfilled. Tell me about the one who took your clothes. I can hear water. Do you hear that? It's my daughter. My daughter's voice. Rest well. Red brown precious stone with a silky luster, believed to offer protection from attacks by wild animals, though no hard evidence exists for this. Can't equip it. Must be like a socketing system or something. do it. It's pretty good so far. Oh, that's a bear. Ow, 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 ow. Six endings. Oh, interesting. Alright, our hit points are getting pretty low here. Hopefully we level up soon. Otherwise we're gonna have to run to town. Ah! That stuff in both worlds trying to kill me now. $31 damage, that's pretty good. This is pretty great so far. Cody, I agree. Nice. I need 18 XP level. Can I get 18 XP before I die? What? Oh shit. I got wolves on us? Ah, god. Oh god. Help. Ah! This is bad. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, bad. Oh, there's another wolf. Fuck. Okay, we gotta get out of here. I think I need like 3 XP level though. If I could just kill one of these. Oh, we leveled, yes, okay. Ah. There we go. Okay. It's like Wild Kingdom out here. It's ridiculous. Oh, we're up to B- archery now. Weight is in shekels? Total armor weight, 125 shekels. Huh. Yeah, Ploppy, but there's also the currency in the game is also shekels. So we got double shekels. We got shekels for weight and shekels for money. It's kind of weird. Whoa! Hi. Like pounds and pounds, yes. What the fuck is that? I can't move. Where am I? What? Who? Wood element drone? Dang it. They were like rooting me in place or something. Oh, two at once. No, 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 no. Can't attack or move or do anything. What the fuck are they doing to me? I can't even see like any particle effects or anything. Oh, stunned. Okay. How are you supposed to kill these things? This is insane. Look at this damage, and I can't move, I can't... What the fuck? The hell did they expect me to do? They're in both worlds too? Oh, wow. It's like I'll just run by them in the dream world. Nope. Big nope on that one. grinded to like a one-shot them. They have like 100 and some odd hit points. Hey, Kosake. Yeah, we finished it earlier today. Weapon, okay. Yeah, the proper ending, we had to see those spinning pillars. Fuck. There's the Forest Guardian. Oh there, no wood elemental thee, a soft bark of some kind. We'd wager thou art human, yes? I'm stunned by your intellectual prowess. Ah, if thy tongue were sharper, 'twould score our bark. Are you the Forest Guardian? We has to be known as such. The sword from the monster has been stolen. I must know where it's been taken. Oh, soft bark, we know not about swords, but something of immeasurable power entered our dominions from the north. Supposedly Ishar 2 fixes the combat and adds like proper cooldowns and stuff to attacks. It traveled eastwards. We lost awareness of it as it left the forest around the mouth of the Lost Canyons. Thank you, you've been most helpful. The River Guardian sent me to speak to you. Oh, thou hast brought news from the village, eh? He wants to know what's wrong with the deep forest. Much danger to soft barks in your own forest. Our eremite friend usually aids in keeping our wood elemental kin under control. But he has gone. Where has this eremite you mentioned gone? On the day the smoke rose from the monastery, our friend departed in that direction. He has not returned. Wilt thou accept our charge to investigate? What say you? I find your manner of speech very annoying, but I'll see what I can do. We sense he may be beneath the earth. Images of descent upon a rope ladder. Thou may need to do the same. Have you heard of someone called Carissa Cantrect? Not a name we are familiar with. We seldom leave the Vale. Well, alright then. Yes, you have to pay money to save. So everybody in the world is immortal in that game. So you can just throw 1,000 gold pieces in the air and load your game anytime anything bad happens. Save your schnapps. Except I modded that out for Kingdom Come the first day we played it. Someone in chat mentioned that someone figured out how to get rid of that shit, and I turned that off immediately. Fuck that. Alright, let's go rest at the inn. Also, we have all this boar meat. Who wanted the boar meat?
Bring boar meat to the innkeeper of the By
That's
House
where we're
in
headed
Arathon
anyway.
village from the little girl and her mother, so that they can move away to somewhere safer.
Yes,
It
yeah, the
costs
version of Daikatana I
1,000
played had a
silver.
normal save system. Here's your meat. 50 shekels a cut, you said? Deal's a deal. Alright.
Find what happened to the forest guardian's eremite friend, a religious hermit who went to the monastery for reasons unknown. The messenger you met in the Vale of Tears was robbed, and his uniform taken. Bring news from the forest guardian in the Vale of Tears to the river guard. Find what happened to the forest guardian's eremite friend, a religious hermit who went to the monastery for reasons unknown.
Hey, Myth. Yeah, it's like a kind of traditional RPG with Diablo combat. Kind of like a Divine Divinity, for example. Alright, I have a message from the Forest Guardian. That's excellent news, I've been worried. He says the wood elementals are out of control, and without his eremite friend he can't tame them. I understand. I'll make preparations. Thank you for bringing me this message. I don't have much to offer, but would this diviner's staff be of use to you? Water elemental focused weapon? That's cool. Alright. Yeah, so far, I'm enjoying this quite a bit. Do you know where Carissa Cantrect is? Sorry, name means nothing to me. I really only know the people who live around Arathon. So much for that. Alright, so it sounds like we have to go back to the monastery to find this eremite guy. That's reasonable. Yeah, I find it's basically just a sample size issue. Because it's just people submitting their time, and you've got people who don't actually like have proper time. They're just guessing how long they think it took. So that's a problem. But in the other games where there's just not enough people giving answers, so the sample size is too small for it to be really relevant. Oh, who are you? Yeah, they're close combat weapons. I'm just spec'd as an archer, so. Ooh, jerkin and helm. Cool. Left pauldron and right pauldron. Interesting. It's not often you see games have like separate pauldrons for inventory slots. Usually it's just one shoulder slot. Yeah, it's looking like you're gonna be able to spec into multiple things. So we'll take some magic too. And I'm assuming attack speed would be good. This new armor's lowered the amount of damage we're taking significantly. Holy crap. Yeah, we don't have any skills that double our damage against this guy like the other enemies we've been fighting. We need a double damage against human skill. Give me that money. Money. Hey, Skype Steel. So the tree said the guy went down a ladder. I haven't seen any ladder anywhere. No, it's the new follow sound, Kasake. When people follow, you'll hear it. Do you see a ladder? Yeah, there are lots of audio commands. There it is. Thanks for the follow, Defragzer. Is there something outside I missed? So far it's been really good, Lucidius. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I don't see a ladder anywhere. What the hell is Tree Man talking about? This chasm.
Rescue the villagers being find what happened to the forest guardian's eremite friend, a religious hermit who went to the monastery for reasons unknown.
That's where we are. And there's new enemies here. It's pretty great follow sound. We may have not been able to finish Parkin 2, but at least it gifted us that sound. Yeah, the beholder getting crushed. And this guy must have been like 10 feet tall. There's this corpse here. Are there any walkthroughs for this? Anybody able to look up the quest? Find the lost eremite? Give me a hint.
A religious hermit who went to the monastery for reasons unknown.
I'd do it, but this doesn't alt tab very well. I could look it up on my phone, I suppose. Apparently you have to buy a ladder from a blacksmith in town. I don't remember finding a blacksmith, but okay. Where would the blacksmith be? I really wish you could scroll this map around. Or zoom it out or something. Blacksmith? Do you have a moment? This is the miller. How's the zombie working out? He's the best employee I ever had. Works all day and night, takes no pay. He did me a huge favor finding him. Very well. Friend, how's the job? I work, I happy. Ah, the simple life of the dead. Hey, Fake Bagel. It's more comparable to something like a Divine Divinity than Baldur's Gate, I'd say. Oh, this is gotta be the blacksmith. There we go. You're that warrior maiden, Alita, right? Let me guess, you want to thank me profusely for rescuing you. Actually, the beast heads never count me. I was at Karelian market selling my wares. You need any gear, you come to me. I'll give you the best prices in town. Just another choice? Well, no. But just because I have a monopoly doesn't mean you won't get a fair price. It was best price a moment ago. Now it's just fair. I hope you're good in battle because you're sure as hell no fun to talk to. My apologies, I don't have much experience socializing. Learn anything interesting in Karelian? A lot of nervousness since the Inquisition were allowed into Corwith. In this game, it seems like they use zombies as slave labor, Kasaki. They like raise them from the dead and have them do menial tasks. The prefect of the market was saying that the city is one step away from martial law. Because of the Inquisition? The people fear it that much? It's not just the Inquisition, it's the Taymirian attacks from the border. My caravan had to be escorted by the Corwith army, and you saw what happened here in Erethan. Military escort? That's unusual. The merchants paid for it, and not over the table if you know what I mean. A little innocent corruption is to be expected in times like these. I don't really understand the politics in the city, I just know it's not good right now. How'd you sleep? Like a baby. Whatever you did, it seems to have done the trick. What have you got to trade? So we can finally sell some stuff? Bing, bang. Should probably hold off on the gems, we might need them. Does he sell any bows? He sells a pouch. Definitely want to buy the pouch. Rope ladder, there it is. No bows. But we got another pouch. And some boots with an actual attunement type we can learn. I guess I could switch to air element to learn this attunement and that attunement. It's not like I'm using magic at all anyway. Let's try that. Need to change elements. It'll cost 25 shekels to change the element of a weapon or focus. Oh. It's the weapon. And not me, okay. Huh. Weird. So I'd probably have to have an air elemental weapon. Yeah, I assume so. With the different armor sizes. Cool. I like that we can pick up bags. That's good. More inventory space. Always a good thing. Okay, so we got the rope ladders. Let's go back to the monastery. Man, my voice is not doing too good today. Up to 3 times as fast, holy shit. Rope ladder. Oh, what? Oh, that's a trap. Just so happens to be a ghost here as well. Luck of the rogue too. Enemy damage is reduced by 1/4. Ooh. Definitely want to equip that. There's probably attunements that reduce the penalty for wearing heavy armor. At least I'm assuming there would be. Makes sense to have that. The God Slayer. It is said that until the god of the land was killed by its blade, the God Slayer was but an ordinary sword. Its wielder, a hero named Arkor, whose motives are lost to history, died at the very moment the god died, and at that point the God Slayer was born. Simultaneously, the great power of the god dissipated. Some say that this power was infused into every aspect of the world and remains there to this day. Their proof is the macula, the mark of the dead god, which began to appear upon the skin of newborn children soon after the god's death. That the scarred can wield magic is fact, but can this magical power be the very essence of the dead god? Great sword. Monks of the Sword. Though the Theocrat wielded immense power granted by the God-Slayer, his life could only be preserved by the power of that sword, and the power of the sword demanded blood to fuel its appetite. Terran found that coating the blade in the blood of the line of Arcor, the blood of his own line, rejuvenated its powers. In order to delay his death indefinitely, he therefore required a constant supply of the blood of Arcor descendants. He founded the Monks of the Sword, building for them a monastery to the north of Corwinth. These monks, exclusively male, were periodically bred with the Theocrat's own courtesans. Male children were raised at the monastery, female children were held captive until puberty, at which point they were sacrificed to the sword. Thus the Theocrat maintained his vigor for an unnaturally long time. Guess that explains why she was a prisoner for her youth until she was 14. She was going to be sacrificed to the blade. So I guess that means we're of the blood of Arcor. Hi. Am I glad to see you? Do I know you? You appear to be, how can I put this, non-corporeal. Yes, I'm afraid I've passed over. I could just let my spirit fade away, but I wanted to hang on a little longer. If nothing else, I wouldn't like to leave my friend, the Forest Guardian, guessing what had happened to me. You seem remarkably relaxed for someone who's dead. I knew I was going to die when I came here. Death isn't that bad. In many ways, it's a weight off my mind. You knew you were going to die? Yeah, years ago, I went to the Oracle in the Red Smoke Mountains. The seeress prophesied that when I had the vision of the sword, I would go to this monastery and die attempting to stop the theft of the sword. And that's what happened. There's no point fighting a prophecy. It always works out worse in the end. The spirits will guide me to my rest eventually. Are you practicing religion? In so much as one can after death? Are you an Inquisitor? I am. Well then, if I was alive, we would have cause for conflict. What with you wanting to wipe out all traces of religion and so forth. But I forgive you. Forgive me? No need to get angry. I'm already dead after all. Religion is death. You're the proof. Hardly. Religion gives purpose to life. Before I became an eremite and left to lead the life of a religious hermit, my life lacked any purpose. I was just living to get what I could good for myself. It's no way to live, I assure you. Religion destroys free will. Dogma destroys free will. Religion is the beginning of wisdom. Well, spirituality is, at least. Be silent. I'm sorry, you're not really ready to hear this. Fine, have it your way. I'm dead. Religion killed me. Sure, why not? Do you mock me? Just a little. You'll humor a dead man, though, won't you? For the sake of my assignment, I will overlook this matter. Whatever works for you. What's with all the swords down here? They're decoys, placed by the monks to draw attention away from the true sword. Not that anyone could seriously mix up the God-Slayer with the rest of this rubbish. Do you want me to tell the Forest Guardian what happened to you? It's very kind. It would put my mind at ease. He lives in the forest south of the village of Erethan. You can get directions from the villagers. Farewell. Okay. New attunement agility. Dodge skill increases by 1/3. That's cool. Okay. you come from? Yeah, these guys are barely touching me. Hey, Christix, are you talking about this? Just looks like a shiny bit of rock. Can't interact with it or anything. I gotta try and remember where the heck the blacksmith was. Is this it? No. There's a couple sequels to this game they did. I don't know what they did in between. There's like a big friggin' gap between, so they probably did something else. Not sure what though. Stupid blacksmith. Vikings, Wolves of Midgard, and air conflicts. Okay. I've heard of the Vikings game, but I seem to recall most people saying it's pretty bad. Air conflicts I'm not familiar with. Alright, I gotta take a quick bathroom break here, folks. Second here. Okay, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Have it!
Trying to find the Nintendo games you want can be a lot like being in a Nintendo game.
Another dead end.
Come on. You can end up looking in all the wrong places.
Oh, no!
Stand back, son. Or you can go to Toys R Us. Toys R Us has the world's biggest selection of Nintendo games and accessories at everyday low prices.
Next time, let's just come to Toys R Us.
Yeah!
Some of you believe your system is the most advanced in the universe. Let's review the numbers. Sega Genesis is 16 bits. 3DO is 32 bits. The Atari Jaguar is 64 bits. Which is more advanced? Clifford! 16 and 32 are less than 64. So with 64 bits, 3D graphics, real-world animation, and lightning speed that you can only get with Jaguar, which is more advanced? Clifford!
Can you repeat the question?
Jaguar! Jaguar! Jaguar!
Rockstar Games presents Midnight Club 2. The future of illegal street racing. Midnight Club 2. Coming soon. Rated T for teen.
Sega challenges you with the ultimate video game, the Sega Master System.
Hang on!
With more accurate controls, more detailed graphics, more levels of play.
Awesome!
The Sega Master System comes with power-based 2 control pads, light phaser, and 2 great video games. Hang on and Safari Hunt.
Gotcha!
And with other games like Rambo, Outrun, and Choplifter, the excitement never stops. The Sega Master System. The challenge will always be there.
You know, ever since college, me and my brother Devon have had a real problem showing mercy. Back then, we showed no mercy in the classroom. And now, the Dudley boys show no mercy in the ring. So when THQ asked us to be the No Mercy spokesman, we naturally agreed.
Wage war in all new backstage areas. Perform vicious double team moves and show no mercy in the high-flying ladder match. WWF No Mercy for Nintendo 64. It doesn't get any badder than this. Rated T.
City on Earth, darkness will descend. Enemies will rise, and the fate of the world is in your hands. Godzilla, Save the Earth. Available online for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox Live, November.
Alright. Back at it.
Ever since...
Okay. So, where is this fucking blacksmith? Yeah, I played a lot of Spiderweb software games, the cities. Planescape Battle Royale, oh baby. Car wants to know how I like Kult. I think it's really good. I think the camera is a giant pain in the ass. Specifically in that boss fight we did at the end of the last stream, but other than the camera, I think it's a really fun game. Here he is. They should have put the blacksmith right next to the fucking inn. So you can actually find the guy. Yeah, I hope Wasteland 3 is good. Yeah, Frostpoint, some kind of survival thing. I don't know, I've kind of written In Exile off now that Microsoft owns them. Just kind of like... Yeah, Wasteland 3 is still supposedly in development. Who knows what's going to happen with that one, though. Okay, so we need to go back and talk to the tree guy again. Thou hast returned. I have some unfortunate news from your Eremite friend. I'm afraid he's passed over. Sad tidings indeed thou bring. Rest well, old friend. Perhaps we will meet again in the next world. Farewell. I didn't even get any XP from it. We have enough money to buy the house. Could do that. I wonder if we actually get to, like, use it for, like, free rests or something. Hello again. I'll buy your house for 1,000 shekels. What use have you got for a hovel in Erethan? Be a nicer place to stay than the inn. And I can store some equipment here. I'd take the money now before I change my mind. Thank you so much. It's good to know there are people like you in the world. Farewell. I wish you and your daughter all the best in your new life. So that's what the large chest is. It's like our storage chest. That's why we couldn't get into it. The First Corwinth Rebellion, Volume 1. Oh boy, lore time. Once he had established himself as a ruthless conqueror, Geralt I banned all worship of the dead god. Instead, all were forced to worship the god emperor himself. Thus the first age of the Heretic kingdoms began. Geralt knew of the power of the God Slayer, but could conceive of no way to harness it. As it could only be touched by the descendants of Arcor, he realized that it was imperative to both maintain and control Arcor's bloodline. Geralt placed the God Slayer in a fortress he named the Reliquary, and kept those humble descendants of Arcor that he had captured and chained there. 600 years later, this bloodline would lead to the fall of the Karelian Empire. And the First Corwinth Rebellion, Volume 1. These books have the exact same title, but they're different. What the fuck? Okay, anyway. 7 centuries after the death of the god of the land, the Heretic kingdoms were firmly in control of the tyrannical Karelian Empire. Founded by Geralt I, who had declared himself not just emperor, but god as well, the line of god emperors and empresses soon became to believe that they were indeed divine. In the reign of the god Empress Corwith IV, the province of Corwinth rebelled against the Karelians. The warlord of Corwinth joined in an uneasy alliance, and protected by the mountains of the Sundered Shield to the north of Corwinth, prepared to defend their lands against their oppressors. Guarding the only pass through the Sundered Shield, Kaelisar was key to the defense of Corwinth. Its warlord accepted payment from the Karelian forces and opened his gates. Death was his reward, as Corwinth couldn't countenance traitors. All expected Corwinth to be crushed by the brute force of the Karelian legends and their Sura allies. Fascinating. Alright, well, we have a house. And the house is right next to the blacksmith. That's good. Did you hit him? God damn it. Hit him. What the fuck? Oh boy. Two of them again? What the fuck? Goddamn ghosts, go away. Oh shit. Man, this is rough. Fast resume of the story? You mean like a summary of what's happened? I'm not sure what you mean by a fast resume. Summary? There's some kind of sword called the God Slayer. It's a super powerful weapon. It's been stolen from the monastery where it's being held, and we are tasked with finding it. Oh, hey, Senior Hefe. Sorry, I didn't even see your message there. Let's go use our nice free house. Jesus. That was ridiculous. God damn, that hurts. Oh, pouch. Alright. I feel like we're back at the very beginning of the game when we were like completely freaking outclassed by everything. Fuck. Stupid wizards. Oh, Jesus. Got one. Two down. Holy crap. Temurian talisman necklace. I suspect it's solo. But yeah, I really don't know. It's my first time playing it, so... Oh, the burning got me. Oh. Fuck. Save, I guess. Alright. So this area is pretty friggin' tough. It could be that we just picked a terrible spec. It could be archery is awful. Like, we found so many different melee weapons. We've still using the bow we started with. We found a single fucking bow in this game. I am attuned for light armor, so it should be in effect. Your armor attunement's based on your chest piece, so I have light armor attunement. Oh fuck! That came out of nowhere. Hey, Dr. Doom. Leveling doesn't seem to do too much now. It seems like most of your power comes through the attunements. Just desperately need a better bow. Hit points seem to go up. There is no like hit point stat to increase, so I'm assuming they go up with leveling. You might also get hit points from your armor. I don't know. A cloak. Earth element. These attunements we can't learn. Alright. Let's go rest. Yeah, and it's light armor too. Hey, Mac Apple. So taking more dodging will help somewhat. Sunless Sea. I have whatever the first one of those is, I think. I never played it though. Alright, we're back up over 1,000 shekels already. That's pretty good. Where are all the ghosts at? There's multiple ghosts here when we tried this before. Ooh. Let's try it. Maybe this is costing us our stuff. Let's try taking this off. No. It made no difference, except we were actually getting hit harder. Discord is down. That's pretty rare. Mara's Ring. Ring once owned by Lady Mara Vilkian. Okay. Well, I can't learn this one, so... I have to have no armor on to learn this attunement? So I take this off. Really? No helmet? No shield? Okay. I guess we're gonna run around naked for a bit. Let's try and figure out what this attunement is. This might be suicide. definitely shoot faster. Okay, I have no control of my character. What the hell's going on? Black Fang Captain, stay your hand, friend. Black Fang tribe has an armistice with the people of Corinth, albeit a shaky truce at best. We will not fight you. Well, then I'm just gonna steal your moonstone. What? Ow! Motherfucker! So much for your fucking armistice there, dick. You speak our language well. The Black Fang tribe has always had peaceful relations with Corinth. Unfortunately, the Great Claws do not feel the same way. Does the Corinth army know you're camped here? They do. We've been in discussions with General Udric. Alas, the talks have not been going well. By what name are you known? Alita. Welcome, Alita. What's ours is yours. What has driven the Temurians into Corinth territory? The political situation in Temuria has collapsed since the fall of the Theocrat. The tribal elders were forced into agreement under the rule of the theocracy, but now old conflicts have come to the fore. Certain ethnic groups, mainly the Black Fang and the Grey Claw tribes, have been forced out of our homeland. It's a centuries-old feud. I greatly regret that Corinth has become embroiled in our affairs. Your tribe seems interested in this settlement. Can the Grey Claws not be convinced? The Grey Claws adhere to the old ways. But under the rule of the theocracy, there were partisan raiders attacking caravans and occasionally striking across the border. Tribal elders tolerated it when we were occupied by the theocracy, because we all wanted the land back under Temurian rule. Since the Blood Pact took control of Temuria, every minority tribe has been savagely treated. Refugees flee across every border. On behalf of my people, I apologize for this incursion. Have you seen someone come through here with an ornate sword? You mean a human? We've seen no one but a shifty archaeologist pass through the Lost Canyons. It's overrun with Grey Claw Temurians. What happened to your talks with the army? We are trying to sue for peace. All we want is a small piece of land here in Corinth, and in return we would fight honorably alongside the Corinth army until the Grey Claws are defeated or driven out. What went wrong? Brigands, fur traders, black Temurian pelts fetch a high price in Kayalisar, and the region has been beset with wolf hunters lately. They attack my people because of the color of our fur. It makes my position all but untenable when many of my best warriors refuse to ally with those who would slay us and dishonor our corpses. You could petition the Lord Protector of Corinth for amnesty and protection. General Udric suggested the same, but Lord Malphagon has not returned from his duty at the Oracle. The War Commander doesn't have the authority to make law. If I took out these wolf hunters, would that ease matters for you? For a human to kill their own kind to defend our tribe would make matters much simpler. We would owe you a blood debt. See what I can do. You would do this for us. I'll do it for the Inquisition. It would smooth our arrival into Corinth if we can be shown to help solve the problems threatening law and order. Whatever your reasons, we'd be most grateful. New location, edit to map. Can I use your campfire? Sick. It'd be nice if stuff would automatically go into your containers. kind of annoying having to manually fuck around with this stuff like that. Yeah, and being naked, not very good for one's health. Pretty good for one's attack speed. Spear. Like, look at how many freaking melee weapons we're finding. How about some fucking bows, game? Throw me a bone here. Isn't that the chest I looted? Had the moonstone in it? Or was there a second one? Either way, we can go camp there. As possible and stack their attunements. I have not found a single bow. I would love to have as many bows as possible, but so far as many bows as possible is one bow. Oh, this chest. I did miss that one. Okay. Flint ring. You need fire element and no armor? Really? Yes. We're only at 8%. Oh my god. This no armor attunement. It's gonna kill me. 2004 was a good year, yeah. It's pretty decent. Half-Life 2, Vampire Bloodlines. $48 XP from leveling. Well, at least we're gonna level up soon. Battle axe. Yes, I am an archer. I'm regretting that decision more and more the further we get. I've gotten everything but a bow. This is literally the bow I started the game with. Yeah, corpses stick around. This hunk of junk short bow. $224 shekels. Wow. That's a lot of money. Yeah, enemies seem to drop what they're carrying. We have not encountered any archer enemies. But there's treasure chests everywhere, and they don't drop fucking bows either. Oh, we leveled up. Archery B+. Yeah! This is a dangerous place for a traveler. Yes, indeed, very dangerous. Permit me to introduce myself. I'm Joran Sinessa, friend to the friendless and aid to the weary. Sure, whatever you say. They call me Alita. Well then, Alita, well met. What are you doing here? In the Lost Canyons, well, I'm an archaeologist, you see. I'm especially interested in finding old weaponry. Oh, you sell weapons? Like a bow? An archaeologist still has to earn a living, yes, and I make sure that any priceless artifacts I uncover are sold to reputable folk. Sure, who else has the money after all, if not the noble houses? Do you besmirch my good name? I am shocked. Oh, I'm sure you are. What do you have for sale? Oh, he's got bows. He has multiple bows. Composite bow. Militia fire bow. Militia ice bow. Militia poison bow. And a militia thunder bow. And a leather bag. $200 shekels a piece for each bow. That's not too unreasonable. I have lots and lots of shekels. Alright, I got lots of bows now. Take that. Start with this one. Okay. We have all the bows now. Now we can start learning some bow attunements. That'll be good. Yeah, I'd never encountered shekels as a unit of weight before today. I knew it as a unit of money, but... Oh, hi. The RB ghosts. What the f... Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a... Oh my god, they're everywhere. $123 damage, huh? What the fuck? Ghost World is scary. Fuck Ghost World. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this game has no qualms with killing your ass, that's for sure. I already have a copper ring. Give me some basic ass shit I can level up my attunements on. Or camp. Of course, it doesn't help that I'm wearing no armor right now. Trying to learn this fucking attunement, whatever it is. How do I get up there? Yeah, it's probably gonna be useless. I'm gonna be sad. With breastplate. Well, if I want to learn some heavy armor attunement, we got heavy armor now. That's cool. You don't get to choose how your character race or anything. You could pick your hairstyle and your clothing style, and that's it. But you are this lady regardless. Thought maybe we could run across there to get at that chest over there. Can we climb these stairs? No? How do we get that chest? I want that chest. Give it to me. This one. Hey, Soda. How you doing, man? Oh, shit. Hi. Oh, no, 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 not the birds. Not the birds, not the birds, not the birds, not the birds. Whew. Yeah, not the base, not the base, not the base. We're already at 98% towards learning the attunement on this bow. Okay, that's good. Yes, yeah, every time you heal, your max HP goes down until you can rest. When you rest, it refills. But on the flip side, your healing item is unlimited use, so you can heal as much as you want. But you don't want to heal a lot. I'm curious if there's going to be like better healing items that don't reduce it as much. That'd be kind of cool. Stun shot. Actually, I should stop shooting you. Switch bows. Oh, there's another ghost there. Alright, so now I'm air attuned, right? So I should be able to equip... there's like the copper ring. Yeah. I should be able to learn this attunement now. Okay. How's this coming along? 48%? God! Ah! Yeah, stun shot sounds like a potentially good thing to have. Get wrecked. I like the attunement system. It's a pretty cool idea. Even though they cribbed it from Final Fantasy IX, it's still good. 46% attunement. Bows level up quick. I wonder if your attunement speed goes up based on your skill. Maybe because I'm like super bow lady. I got like fast attunement with bows. Okay, this bow fucks these things up real good. God damn. I like this bow. This is a good bow. There's gotta be another ghost around here somewhere. Yes. Yeah, going from the fucking starting weapon to, you know, good weapons. Just a slightly significant jump in power. Okay, I think we're all out of ghosts. Critical, foe is stunned for a few seconds, although it may not work against stronger foes. I need more attunement slots. Yeah, there's no ammunition to worry about. Alright, this dodge thing doesn't seem to be working very well. Although I'm not wearing light armor, so at the moment it's not doing anything. Durr. Alright, stun shot. We should be critting a lot. We've got multiple skills that are increasing our crit rate. Halt! Identify yourself. Alita of the Inquisition. You will let me pass. Oh, my apologies. Of course, General Udric is expecting you. Go to the largest tent. Please forgive me for challenging you. We will not fight you. Well, that's more like it. Whoa! Werewolf spies. Some Tamurian treachery, no doubt. I can sense there are more in camp. My mage powers are definitely becoming stronger.
Wipe out the werewolf spies that have infiltrated the Corwinth army war camp.
Fuck, this ring is so slow! This one like went from 0 to 96 in no time flat. And that fucking no armor ring. That better be a good goddamn attunement we get from that. Acquired levitation and thunder arrow. Levitation, immunity to all traps. Interesting, okay. Thunder arrow adds plus 50% lightning damage. That's a lot of damage. That's for sure. Okay, so we got our air stuff done. So what bow are we gonna use next? Could go earth. Earth bow. So this is earth. This is earth. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I need base lightning damage or not. I'm assuming since I learned it from that bow, and that bow is like a thunder bow, that it'll work with that bow. I would assume. I hope. Because yeah, that's 50%. That's a fucking ton. And that bow was already hitting like really hard. Ah, the redoubtable Alita. Come in. Make yourself comfortable. This is my reputation. Precede me. Lord Valkyrin came to see me on his way to Kaialisar. Told me he'd be stopping by soon. And the magistrate of Erethan speaks highly of your achievements there. He's too kind. I, as I'm sure you've surmised, am General Udric, War Commander to Lord Malphagon, the Lord Protector of Corwinth. Sound like you're tired of reciting that. On the contrary, I'm proud to serve. My family has ever served House Malphagon. I'm just tired of fighting shadows with insufficient troops, disrupted supply lines, and no word from the reinforcements. Has anyone passed through the war camp with an ornate sword? Lord Valkyrin has briefed me. I doubt very much the thief of the God Slayer would come to Kaialisar. Not by this road, at least. Do you know Carissa Cantract? I have a message for her. You have one of the messages I sent out? What happened to the messenger? Dead. Killed in the Vale of Tears. Whoever it was took his uniform and left the message. We'll have to hope one of the other 3 messengers get through to her. To Carissa? Do not let it concern you. I know Lord Valkyrin has assigned you other tasks. Could tell me where she is. I'll fucking deliver it. Where are the reinforcements? Lord Malphagon's elite division accompanied him on his pilgrimage to the Oracle. It's a requirement of his office to attend every 4th year. They have not returned. I understand you were negotiating with the Black Fang Tamurians? Aye, but they've pulled out of the discussions. I'm working on resolving that situation. Give me time. We'll have Tamurian allies before winter. I'd be most grateful for the assistance. The Inquisition is here in Corwinth to help, General Udric. It's my duty to render what assistance I can. Do you know there are werewolf spies in your camp? Seriously? We've been infiltrated? It seems that way. Don't worry, I'm taking care of it. What steps will you take to uncover the werewolf spies? It's impossible to tell who is human and who is not. For you, maybe. I'll take care of it. How goes the battle for the borders? As well as could be expected. The Corwinth army is not used to this kind of skirmishing. We were trained to form battle lines, to advance on drum, retreat on gong. The Grey Claw Tamirians have no such compulsions. Hit and run tactics? Right from the beginning, it was a disaster. We formed a line just west of the Wolf Trap Pass in the Sundered Shield, waited for the Tamirians to come. They ignored us, arrayed their banners in the hills to leave us thinking they were camped down there, then swept through the southern plains and scattered deep into Corwinth. Yes, there were raiders as deep as Erethin. The Lost Canyons are completely overrun. It's contrary to everything I was trained about warfare. They're not an organized army, General. You have to stop treating them as such. I know. We've pulled back our strong points, and we're going to have to wait out the winter. We have enough grain and provender to last the duration, but we're having to bring in water from the Khalasar wells. We have a problem with the water supply. Anything I can help with? I've already asked for aid. Someone should be arriving soon to take care of it. Okay. So much reading. The Forced Corwinth Rebellion, Volume 2. As the Karelian forces, aided by the treacherous warlord of Khalasar, streamed into Corwinth, all seemed lost for the Corwinth Rebellion. It was at this time that Tarkin Arkur, a descendant of the pure bloodline of Arkor Godslayer, chose to offer his services to the people of Corwinth. The frail, twisted man, his deformity a product of many years of inbreeding, claimed that he could defeat the Karelians and rescue Corwinth. If he had access to the Karelian reliquary... That was part of the same sentence. He could defeat the Karelians and rescue Corwinth if he had access to the Karelian reliquary. The home of the Godslayer, this fortress was used as a repository for all the powerful and valuable artifacts gathered by the Karelians during their long history. The Corwinth Alliance agreed to this desperate plan and put at Terran's disposal the greatest warriors and mages they could muster. But when the reliquary was breached, Terran contrived to kill these heroes and steal the Godslayer for himself. Alright. Looks like it is time to call it a day. Save our game there. And there we go. That game is pretty damn cool. I'm enjoying that quite a bit. But that's gonna be it for today. So thanks everybody for coming by. We got through Ishar, and we'll be on to playing some more Draconis tomorrow, and then we'll be back with more Kult / Heretic Kingdoms, whatever you want to call it, on Wednesday. So be sure to tune in for that. But thanks everybody. Let's give somebody a raid here. Who is streaming? Not a ton going on right now. I guess we'll give Cartube a host. He is playing Tales of Legendia. So let's go check that out. And hopefully I see you guys tomorrow for some more Draconis. So until then, take care.